Do you remember your dreams? What would life be like if we couldn't dream? In a universe with an abundance of possibilities, what's holding you back? Sometimes I don't want to wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Hello, everyone. I have to give credit to that song. It is Dreams. Anyway, good evening. Welcome to Moonlit Markets. I am David. This is a show where a random guy sits in his living room on his charts and talks into the void. Late at night, when everybody else is asleep, he is the one that is charting and making sure that everybody stays safe. Hello. Sometimes I'm afraid to take my headphones off because I love to hear myself. I might need to turn myself up though if I'm going to talk so quietly, which I need to do because the family is in bed, as far as I know. I don't know. I don't keep up with them. Why do I do these lives so late at night? Maybe I'm hoping I'll pick up some people across the world. I don't know. All right, welcome to Moonlit Markets. We're going to do a market update, which is just basically, we're just going to look at the market. We're just going to do some TA on Bitcoin. Wait, you don't need to see so much of me. You don't need to see so much of me. All right. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get rid of the nonsense. Let's get rid of the noise. Let's get rid of the noise. There we go. There's our basic chart. Okay. Now, actually, we're going to zoom out. Let's go to the monthly chart. Take a look, see how we're doing over here. All right, so we still have a monthly fair value gap, of course, because it's not going to go anywhere up here. So there's a monthly fair value gap. Golly. Sorry. My nose just got really itchy. I just got done visiting Ben Armstrong. I don't know what happened. I don't know if that has something to do with it. Anyway. Fair value gap, volume imbalance. It needs to get taken care of. Of course, the bottom of this fair value gap is roughly $47,969.53 on the Coinbase price chart. So I kind of expect us to get up there, to be honest with you. And the fact that this is it's been tapped a little once before, but that tells me that there is likely a lot of supply in this candle right here in this zone. So if there's a lot of supply, then that would infer resistance. And if we have resistance, then that means we have to be cautious when price gets up to this area, because an increase of supply with a lack of demand is going to cause a price reversal. With that said, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, join the Discord, link in the description, and thank you for joining. Now, so this is going to be a point of resistance. Sorry, had a brain fart. This is going to be a point of resistance to watch. We can go ahead. Let's go ahead and put a fixed range volume profile on here. Let's move this over so we get these candles in here. We need to get everything in this upper range up here. So we're approaching the value area high of this range. Now let me do the full bottom. Let me get all of it right there. All of it, yeah. So we're basically, have we touched it? We came really close to touching the top of the value area high of this whole range right here. This whole range. We're taking in all the volume of this range. Most of it came in down at $16,641. So the question is, are we going to hold it and push through the value area high, or are we going to roll over from here? Hopefully no rollover. Hopefully if we can't break through here, then it is just a minor pullback. But as long as we are putting in our higher lows, then we are fine. And this is a monthly chart, so these lows are a bit more defined than if we were to, let me get all of this off of here, go down to the weekly, which, I mean, these are defined lows, don't get me wrong, but this right here could, have some people, have a cause for concern because they were so close to being equal. These lows right here and here, they're so close to being equal that is a place where we know that there is liquidity. We know that there's demand in this area. Of course, I can't write for nothing on this thing. Demand. So it's all here. So I'm just going to stretch out over here too. Big old hot dog. Kind of cigar. I don't know. But weird finger. Weird finger. Yeah, I don't know. So demand zone down here for sure. This is the weekly chart. Now, if I come over here to the left and I take a nice little peek at these candles over here, it's very subtle, but it is there, and I'm pretty sure it's on most, if not all, charts, but it is this fair value gap. Okay, let's pull that over. All right, so the good news is, now let's drop down to the daily. Good news is we have closed a daily candle above the midpoint of that fair value gap. To me, this shows that this price is likely to continue. However, that doesn't mean we can't see a little bit more of a pullback, although the pullback could be done by now, could be done already. So we've had 3 straight days of downwards price action for the first time in quite a long time. So this was the last time we had 3 days of negative price action per the Coinbase price chart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of 32 days have been red. That's pretty bullish. Pretty bullish, if you ask me. This is very bullish price action. And like I said, we got above that weekly fair value gap on the daily chart. We've come up. We have not been able to take out the top. I mean, now we did take it out, but we have not been able to close above the top. We could come back down, come down 35,750 or so, the midpoint of that. Possibly a dip lower, but if we get a close, a daily candle close below that, then this is a false move, more likely than not, and I would wait to see if price would come up back into these 3 candles here order block, and then roll over, and then get a big correction, probably down into this candle here. Because that is a fair value gap. I know that's sloppy, but so that's fair value gap on the daily too. So if we are to fail to get above here, this is pretty much what I would be looking for. And to bring us back down here to back test previous resistance, test it for support, and then off and away we go. We get cranking. So that would be a healthy pullback, in my opinion. But if we are going to go insane, then what's going to have to happen is we're going to have to push up, break that area, and hold it for support. And then if we do that, and we come up and we break that new high, then I think we go straight to this next box. That monthly. Was it a monthly or weekly? That was a monthly. Monthly fair value gap. Just go straight through it. So right now we want to just be paying attention to volume. Volume is going to be key. So let's go ahead and bring up some volume in here. All right, so the second to last high volume candle on the monthly chart, I say high volume, higher than, what is this? This one's extra high volume. This one's high volume. This one's extra high volume. In this candle right here, that's the one we are currently dealing with. So we're taking care of that high volume candle there, and we're kind of doing that on low volume. When we compare this candle here, that's a nice big move on lesser volume. And then this one's coming in. So pretty much, I think as soon as we get some money coming into this space, I mean, it's going to be really easy with how illiquid exchanges are of crypto, of Bitcoin specifically, of how illiquid they are. It's just of Bitcoin. It's going to make it really easy to bid that price up, in my opinion. If they want to, of course. And I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold or invest or anything like that. This is not financial advice. I'm just some random guy on the internet giving his views on charts. So, take that for what you will. But this is why Yep, there it goes. Oh, there's going to be two of them now. All right. So there's our point of control on this consolidation range. Let's shrink that. This in particular. All right, there's a value area high. I would be watching that. these levels here. So value area high on that, 43,985. Point of control. 39,425. That's going to be a little lower. 38,903. And the value area low is, yeah, right there. So that's going to be 37,476. And we've already tapped that. So we're trying to break into this range right here. Let's pull this over. So this is the value area high on this end. If I take in this candle, well, what if I take in all of this? All right, yeah, that gets us up to the bottom of that, essentially 47,398. There is that little volume node right there. 42,000. We'll call it 42,000. And then 38,903 for the point of control. That seems to be the, no matter, on all three of these candles, that 38,900 basically. 38,900. So, seems like we'll probably get up to there. And then we're going to have to make a decision. Let's take in this whole range up here. $38,900. All right, I think we're going to 38,900. Would not be surprised to come down and see a tap of this value area low here. Let's go ahead and move this over. Let's take in all of this. There we go. So point of control had already been taken care of. Then we move higher. Let's just take this. All right. 38,183. So we're just looking at volume right now. So just trying to see exactly where I'm seeing the most volume taking place, the most trades taking place. So there's our value area high of this entire range from the top, the first top, the real top of the market, all the way over to current price action. And what that's giving us is, honestly, it looks like we built up a good deal of support right here. Around 30K. This little notch right here, that could be something that we want to watch. The middle of that is 32,880, give or take. So that would be, let me go ahead and mark that off real quick. And let's go down to the lower time frames. Going down to the lower time frame. Wait, which one is it? I think it's this one. It's in this big weekly candle here. Fair value gap. Daily. All right, so it's at the top of that fair value gap on that daily that we marked earlier. So at the very top of that is where that notch is. So also, so that was the trough of that notch. So it would probably be it'd probably look like this if it was sitting over here with, you know, all your volume candles coming up. So definitely somewhere that we could go if price action is to break down on the shorter term time frames. Let's go ahead and get into that. The short term. We've had a few, about 4 hours of positive price action, working on our fifth. And we are doing it on pretty much no volume. So when it comes to looking at our volume, if we see a reversal in price such as this, okay, market's been trending down, but yeah, so we see the price coming down on this candle right here. This is a wide range candle. This is a narrow range candle in dealing with volume. So this is a wide volume range. This is volume range. Okay. So since we saw a wide volume matched with essentially what is a divergence in volume from extremely high volume in this candle to, what is that, less than half of the volume in that one? That tells us that sellers are being exhausted, and we should be looking for a reversal. Now, I am having an issue with this reversal here because volume is still falling, but price is rising. That means that there's nothing really supporting the move to the upside. So that's a little bit of a divergence itself. It also shows exhaustion, buyer exhaustion. That's something else we can note. Let's try to find a good example. So this whole move up here, this breakout, that's not even a breakout really. This is the breakout. Let's go ahead and mark that off. So since we got a big giant candle, green or red candle, whatever, giant volume candle on this move out, breakout, on this breakout, and the candle had a wide spread, a big body, like so. That kind of solidifies the move to the upside. So you can kind of think, okay, I can ride the wave to a high time frame target. Problem is, where's our high time frame target on this one? Because it's literally the highest high in since what? May of last year. So good luck guessing that one. Let's see. We can try to figure it out. Let's go ahead and remove everything. Let's get rid of that. And let's see. Let's pull a fib from this top to this bottom. All right, so it's kind of in the middle of the 0.5 and the 0.382. Okay, so nothing really there. There's also something here that I want to show y'all, but we'll get into that in a second. All right, nothing there. What if I go from this high? No, still not even at the midpoint of these two levels. Almost, but not quite. Well, no, can't do that. What if we go from the real top? Now we're more of like in the midpoint, mid-range of, these two fib levels. So, okay, successfully connected again. Oh, okay. And we're back. I have no idea. Okay, what? All right, cool. Well, thank you for watching. No. Hit that like button. So we do have the bottom of this order block, which I don't think we've hit yet. Oh, no, we did. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It's exactly where we went. Isn't it amazing? So we could have had that as a target on our charts beforehand. We could say, okay, that's the bottom of this order block here. So let's go ahead and put the top of the order block. And these are daily order blocks. So pretty good, pretty strong, pretty good stuff. All right. I like that Bitcoin has pushed down to start the day, but has since pushed up. I like that. Came down. We have a fair value gap right here. Came right down to the midpoint of that fair value gap and is bouncing. So I like to see that. Issue is no volume. There's no volume on this bounce. Also, coming up later today being Tuesday, 11/14, even though I'm recording this on 11/13, because I'm still in 11/13. But in the trading day, it is 11/14. So today we have, in just a few hours, 8.5 hours, we have our inflation data coming in, our CPIs, and our core inflation. So we've got to keep that in mind as we come up on, as we approach, there we go, as we approach the charts today. We've got to keep that in mind, that we do have CPI and that it could be of significance. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, CPI. All right, so what's our forecast? Our forecast is 0.3 again. That would be for the third straight month. Maybe we get a 0.4 that spooks the market. Gets people to go short. And it will fall. People will be going short because they will be FOMOing short. More than likely. If we are to fall. I'm not convinced that we're going to. I see volume pick up here. Okay. So I see volume pick up in here. As price is coming down. Heavy volume comes in. Price pushes down. More volume comes in. I just feel like we've got a lot of, see on the lower end of these wicks. The lower end, not the upper end. This one, yes, but not all of these. All of these are just buys, man. It's like just supply is just getting ate up. And this is on Coinbase. This is a Coinbase spot. So this is spot Bitcoin being bought. I mean, not even on the 1 hour. Didn't even, let's see, the 4 hour. We're near it. Straight up. 30 minute. Nope. 10 minute. Nope. 15 minute. Nope. 5 minute. Nope. Double bottom on the 5 minute. Yep. 3 minute. Nope. 1 minute. Ooh. We did get a 1 minute close below the midpoint of that fair value gap. Ooh. That's not good. No, I'm kidding. Pretty much everything all the way down. But what I wanted to see was that since it was a daily fair value gap, I wanted to see the 4 hour not close below the midpoint of that fair value gap. And we did not. As a matter of fact, supply got ate up right there. So we're right back to an area where we did see some sell pressure come in. So it's possible, and we do have a fair value gap right here, right now. Right here, right now. On the hourly. So if we're on the hourly, the price is pushing right now. I don't want to see a rejection here. I do want to see us just bust through it, which we are currently doing. Now, if this continues how it is, we get a 5 minute candle body close above this fair value gap. Then at least for the next 12 hours or so, maybe 8 hours, I would say the price action will remain bullish. Why? Because we definitely have, this is an indication of trapped traders. Traders got trapped. Especially if this comes up here and breaks this high. But even then, let's go to the 5. So we've already gotten our market structure shift, being that we had a breakdown in price, a push up, a push down, creating a new low, and then we came up. I don't know, we did it right there, we didn't, but right there, definitely for sure, we did come up We broke that high, which gives us our market structure shift with the pullback and then a price shift back to the upside. And we did completely ignore. So I want to keep that in mind. And this is 5 minutes. So, but we did have, we touched the top of the fair value gap right there. Could be enough, but this could reverse too. Volume, at least on the 5 minute, kind of flat. Let's go ahead and bring up our not MC. Momentum is kind of towards the upside. So we could see a little push. Our money flow is deep in the green on the 5 minute. I just saw that. Did you see that move a little bit up and down? VWAP is kind of coming down. So let's go ahead and turn on the real VWAP and see. Okay, so we are strictly pretty good above the VWAP, pretty high above it. Might see price come down to the cloud and then continue higher, hopefully, and then get that 5 minute close above the midpoint, hopefully with volume and a little bit of conviction, at least breaking through this box. This could also pull all the way back to the VWAP, but that VWAP could also curve up dramatically. But just spitballing. Whoops. That's not it. That's not the one. Nope. Yup. All right, so Bitcoin, just kind of hoping that was our bottom. If we were going to put in a bottom at any time, or not at any time, anytime soon, that's it. That's our bottom. I don't know what I was trying to get at. Sorry, it is almost midnight, so no excuses. We're still good. Money flow looks like it's curving to the upside. Hopefully. VWAP has already flipped the 0 line. Don't want to see that really coming down. So we kind of got that's a little bit of mixed signals there with the money flow on the downside with the VWAP on the upside and our momentum on the downside. But we did have a confirm green dot right here on this candle, and we've been pushing up ever since, but we are getting some resistance at that 1 hour fair value gap. So this increase in volume, and you don't see like a major push down as the volume is coming in. You got big lower wicks indicating buyers stepping in. Then you get a big push down. Then buyers slowly buy. Let price come down one more time just to trap you and push away from you. I think that's probably what they're doing. It's probably what they're doing. They trap you and push away. Just like that girl that friend zoned you in high school. Or any girlfriend that you had in the past when you were younger or older. Alright, Bitcoin's trying to make a move. I would like for it to get through here. Just push through it. Push through it. With some oomph. Give me some oomph. Push through it. Show me that these traders are trapped. Show it to me. 5 minutes? Yeah, someone's trapped here. High volume. As this is coming down. Can't push the price down lower. W pattern. Lights out. Also 5 minute little bull div. This is a little, just a little tiny one. Just a little one. But we also got this one too. Price coming down. Momentum holds. Right? So that's good. Our oscillator holds. Then we get the 5 minute bull div. So, you know, I should have taken a trade there. It is what it is. Man, it could have faded that VWAP all day. Hopefully, we turn that around and we can fade it this way to the upside. XRP today had this happen. Insane. So, the last time there was a rumor about someone having an ETF named Bitcoin, this exact same thing happened. But what happened after that? I also said I would get into something else on Bitcoin, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's get rid of the VWAP. I had 37K marked off because I was like, anything below this is a buy. Still holds true. Still holds true. Wait, what was that? Right, just get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Very, very interesting. Was this one on the 1 hour? I noticed similarity in price action somewhere. I think this might have been it. I think this is it. Let's see. Take our handy dandy bars pattern. Not quite. So this actually makes a lot of sense. I know that there's like an area of supply right here. This down move here. high right there. High. It's pretty close right there. Let's scrunch this in a little bit so we can see that a little better. See how we've got the high there, then our second high, then our push down. So it's right here, our high, and then our second high, then our push down into the supply, and then start moving back to the upside. So something along those lines is what I'm looking for, and it would not surprise me one bit to see it happen. Something like that. And we do have CPI comments that we could see some crazy ass price action like this, and then a slow drop down into the holidays, dead during the holidays, right? And then next thing you know, to end the month, it shoots up so that we remain positive for the month. Now, what we would still, here's November 1st right here. So yeah, we would be very close to either even, if not negative, if we were to come down into this area. But I'm looking for something like this. This looks good to me. I don't know, how exact it's going to be, but the main idea, the main point is ABC correction. 1, 2, 3. ABC, right? One ABC. ABC correction with a consolidation range, and then a breakout, breaking the highs, and then a consolidation, some kind, any kind really. It can be some type of triangle, it can be a flag, it can be a running flat, it could be a broadening wedge, it could be a whole litany of things. It just needs to be a correction with a breakout and then a move higher. So, M pattern, pretty typical for pullbacks into a range of demand, consolidate during the holidays because big money is not trading during the holidays most of the time. Come back from Thanksgiving, literally the next week after, get back rolling. So, point is, be patient. If price is to make a move tomorrow, CPI to the upside, be careful. Look for exhaustion in the volume, because it's likely going to push down. It's going to be pushed down. If we see those conditions, that is, the volume exhaustion, our oscillators giving us bear signals, all that good jazz. And I mean, already on the daily, I did want to point this out, but already on the daily, let's get rid of this. So we do already have a bearish divergence. Okay, now this doesn't have to be a massive pullback. It just has to be a little bit of a pullback, right? Bearish divergence, and then we get our little cool off, come back after Thanksgiving with our little consolidation range, and then push to the upside. So we could see our momentum waves come down and then give us an immediate push back up. which would be bullish, especially if our oscillators trended back to the upside. And that is on the daily. If we go out to the weekly, we can see that we're just now kind of, doing our first top. So pick a different chart. What are you doing? Jesus. Yeah. So yeah, money flows in the green on daily. No, weekly. Or VWAP. What do we? Can't really tell. I mean, it's coming down, but hopefully we get like something like this where it curves back to the upside. Because when that happened, that marked the reversal point on our last move up. So that's good to see. And our monthly is like just now getting going. Hopefully it's not like this one. Hopefully it's not like this one. We keep going. Because we would already be at the top of that one, which just so happens to be our retrace here. That one came up to the 0.618. Real top. 0.618's up here. So we could see one more little push. Or we're already at the 0.618. Yeah, I think we're coming up here. Look at this volume. We barely any volume. But this is showing money flow strong. We'll have to wait and see. But I do think I think that the odds are we're much more likely going to get a cool off, if not one more push up and then a cool off. That is very, very possible as well. So just, be safe, be cautious. Don't forget to use your stop losses. Be very careful with your shorts. Yeah, be careful with your shorts. Hold some stops and, stay the course. Don't leave a trade too soon. Put in your trade. Know when you want to get out, where you want to get out at. Set it at that. If it gets there, awesome. If it doesn't, you get stopped out because the market turned against you. Hey, it is what it is. You preserved your capital, though, and that's what is most important. So, anyway, I think it's time for me to go to bed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and notification bell to be notified for whenever I create new content and when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice, and I am not a financial advisor. Thank you. Good night.